5 chapters are covered in every science class. Every science class, we get you through those first 5 chapters. What goes on inside a cell? What goes on inside a cell? It happens in microbiology, it happens in nutrition, it happens in anatomy, it happens in zoology, it happens in biology. We have to get your knowledge through the first 5 chapters of process before we can now talk about specifically physiology, which is how the cells talk to each other. So, of course, as we go through our respective sciences, we focus on our topic. So Mr. Juarez does not talk about meiosis because obviously bacteria, they just do that. There is no meiosis, but there is mitosis. Dr. Collins talked about all of between anatomy and nutrition, she covered all of that. It just focused on anatomical structures or focused on diet, though she did cover cellular respiration as well, albeit briefly. Zoology, I do the same thing too. I give a light version of cellular respiration, not full shebang, because I'm going to see them again in science synthesis physiology. So we all have to cover the same stuff. I have a student right now in science physiology who answers all the questions and made the highest score ever on a science phys test. So I asked her yesterday, what's your background? Biology. She has a bachelor's degree in biology. So of course she knows all the content of the first few chapters because that's covered in biology. So now that you have all the knowledge you need, now we start looking at applying it for physiology. And it starts with chapter 6, because now cells have to talk to each other. And that's what maintains homeostasis, are the cells talking to each other. Now we did have a little bit of homeostasis, of course, with chapter 1. We did some negative feedback, positive feedback loops. But otherwise, that stuff was just the basic science to get us this far. And I'm sure that none of you are old enough to know the title. That is a song title. Carly Simon, You and Me Against the World. Okay, back to the plasma membrane. That's where we're going to spend the rest of our time. We are alive because our cells are alive. So whatever our cells need, that's what we need to deliver for our cells. Now we've looked at all the basic things that cells need. And now we have, how do the cells tell the rest of the body that it has needs? So remember the plasma membrane. Remember the elbow. What is the plasma membrane made up of? Phospholipids. The phospholipids are turned, it's a double layer, and they're turned with their fatty acid chains inward. Fatty acid, not water soluble. It's a butter sandwich. Reminding you that from chapter 3. So this is a layer of butter, and the polar ends